Howdy, y'all. The first chapter of my fantasy novel, Guardian of Innocence, is now available for free. Click the link in the description below and join me in an old-school good versus evil story where Cole Ares, a disillusioned mercenary, suddenly finds himself dropped into the middle of a destiny he never asked for as the protector of Jania Sarine, a blacksmith's daughter who may hold the answers to finally stopping a millennia-old threat to the world of Rosetta. Cole's perceptions of love, family, trust, loyalty, as well as his very beliefs in fate versus free will shall be tested as he struggles to keep Jania safe from the minions of the dreaded Zabor Tal, former champion of the gods and now ruler of the long-forgotten Yis Empire. Click the link below, enjoy the first chapter, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and help it grow so that I can bring you the full story in the near future. Thank you, and enjoy the video. We start with this. Last time, I do this because last time we had one of these, we had fun with it. Top 10 reasons why the Book of Boba Fett
Oh, no. You said you saw my review of that one episode, right?
Yeah, all 30 seconds of
it. Yeah. I think I got my point across.
Oh, hang on. I see American Ninja 1 through 4. American Ninja 1 through 4. So 10 reasons why the Book of Boba Fett is good, actually. Despite mixed reviews on the first few episodes, recent ratings have gone up for the Book of Boba Fett. Here's why! Oh, we know why. You've seen me tell you why, but let's go through this. Side characters. Well, Jessica Biel's cleavage. That's or Jennifer Biel's. That's nice.
That's at least 8 points minimum.
Yeah. She's MILF-tastic. She's MILF-tastic. So side character number 1. Side characters. One of Star Wars.
Bad. Their number 1 isn't Boba Fett.
And actually, this is number 10. Sorry, this is 10. This would be 10. Wow. We're going down. I'm sorry. This is 10. Side characters. One of Star Wars' crowning achievements as a franchise has been character design. As character with barely any speaking lines in the original trilogy ended up the wealth of a toy sales of Disney Plus series 4 decades later, after all. So they're making the excuse that side characters are great because people had a genuine affection for the show don't tell version of Boba Fett. Book of Boba Fett has fed off many interesting looking characters like the Mayor's Major Domo, Garsa Fwip, and the return of comic book character Black Cursor. Notice comic book character. Disney Star Wars comic book character back. Cursed Dan with Wookiee man hands. He's got man hands. He's got human man hands. Doesn't have Wookiee hands. The menacing Wookiee. He's a retarded character brought to us by Dr. Aphra. Yeah. Fucking bullshit. The addition of such unique and interesting characters built the world of the show really well, adding some viewer intrigue. When your side characters outshine your main character, you fail. When I'd rather watch a scene and see her cleavage than watch Tamora Morrison with his helmet off, you fail. When you get to last week's episode, and we're going to get to that in a second with the next one, and you get the shameless Disney Star Wars fan service. I say Disney Star Wars fan service because it's not real fan service. And that is getting people more excited than the title character of your show. You fail. So right away, makes it good. No, this is why it fails. When your side characters or people are talking more about your side characters than your main character, fail. So already this article fails. Do you agree with me, Grump?
Yep.
Okay.
I could think of a lot of the side characters that I'd much rather have put up with. I'll get to that point much later because it might show up.
Okay. Number 9. Baby Yoda Grogu.
Not even part of Boba Fett. That's part of what I was going to get to.
Try not to yell into the microphone. I want to spare you guys. That was me getting it out without yelling into the microphone because I've done that a couple
Oh,
times.
so I could turn my headset back
Yeah.
up?
Yes.
Okay.
Um,
I'm quick.
F this little bastard. F this little bastard. I hate this nothing but a marketing gimmick little bastard with the passion of 1,000 sun crushers. If you're an EU guy, you get that one. I hate him. I hate him because that's all he is. He's just a marketing gimmick for girls to go, ew, baby Yoda, ew. I mean, I find it sad and pathetic when so-called Star Wars fans go nuts over this stupid little bitch. This thing is everything that's wrong with Disney Star Wars. Everything. Tell me otherwise. Tell me how this is good. You can't, can you? I've heard mixed stuff about Raised by Wolves. I've heard mixed things. Even though I am a fan of Travis Fimmel, I like me Travis Fimmel. I really do. I haven't. I think I need to see where it goes before I commit to checking it out. I'm hesitant. I'm hesitant. Need to add something to your cover. Yeah. Take a hit of something. We got this list. We're not done yet. So, Baby Yoda, goddamn Grogu. Though this is something unexpected for the Boba Fett theories, it gives us a glimpse of what Disney is building long term with their Star Wars product. With different series having interconnected storylines, this leaves fans wondering in which series the storyline will pick up next. Maybe the return of the Mandalorian over the Thoka. Now I'm going to segue slightly over to what I'm going to come to later because this is this little section here. All right, you know what? Let's finish this here, and then I'll come back. We're going to jump back and forth between two articles because it connects to something I want to go around to. Seeing Grogu begin his Jedi training is awesome on its own. No, it was horribly pathetic and boring and stupid. Watch those scenes without your goddamn beer goggles on and tell me that was legitimate. Tell me, Dave Filoni, can you write anything original, or are you just going to copy everything from real Star Wars? Going to copy everything from actual Star Wars, because that was nothing but a bad version of Luke on Dagobah. I said so in my review on Natural 20 last week, and I'd only watched it an hour or so before I did the review, so I didn't watch anybody else's take on it. That was fresh off me. I saw that. So, the stupid. The callbacks to Master Yoda and Luke's training from Empire Strikes Back is fun and nostalgic. It's not fun and nostalgic. It's pathetic. Once again, how is it a good thing that you can't make anything new when you're relying on goddamn member berries to even get a glimpse of attention from people, or everybody to even, sorry, rephrase that, for people to give you even a glimpse of attention? Nobody was paying attention to this show until you did the member berries. And it's not even good member berries. First of all, Baby Yoda Grogu is a sour grape member berry because he's a pathetic little piece of shit. And I again say that anybody who accepts him as Star Wars, you're shaming real Star Wars. I don't care if he's cute. He's dumb and stupid. But then you're going to just use Empire Strikes Back as your fallback. The greatest of the Star Wars movies. No, I'm sorry. How is this good? Ahsoka, considered to be one of the best Jedi. $100 headphones, Adam. Don't throw them. $100 headphones. Ahsoka should have died in Order 66, but then Dave Filoni can't hug his body pillow and cram his dick up its pillow ass. Dave Filoni can't let her go because she's the only thing that anybody actually likes that he made. Because Dave Filoni is a hack. Dave Filoni has zero creativity, doesn't know shit about Star Wars of people that say he does, go read the EU. Go see what he pillaged. Go compare how he breaks Star Wars lore left and right compared to actual guys who understand it. Like James Lucino. Or, just look over here. Troy Denning, Aaron Alston. I had to make sure I got everybody's names right there. I wanted to make sure. They get it right. They understand it. Timothy Zahn. The list goes on and on. They understand Star Wars. Dave Filoni's a hack. He's a pretender. Fake. Doesn't understand it. Dave Filoni.
It's his waifu.
Ahsoka, she did have a couple of moments. She was annoying as hell in the first few seasons. She had a moment where she got better, and then she got even worse when it became the Ahsoka show. When it really just became the Ahsoka show, it got worse and worse. So it's just terrible. So Ahsoka is not one of the best Jedi. She's a failure of a Jedi. Don't give me the Jedi failed her. No, she was a failure as a Jedi. But they love her because she's the poster girl for the gray Jedi. This thing that people want, the gray Jedi. The Jedi who can go either way. No. So Grogu is good. No, Grogu is bad. Again, how is it good when this little bastard takes everything away from your main character? So this one says it's great because it's creating interconnectivity. This same article on Screen Rant last night, I saw something. I'm like, whoa! David Miller. I don't know who you are, but you may have a brain. Let's make sure it's not the same person who wrote this thing. Okay, it isn't. Just want to make sure I'm not about to compliment somebody who I'm ripping on. David Miller, whoever wrote this article on Shill Rant, Star Wars canon is now meaningless. So the new Star Wars continuity canon, Disney Star Wars, replaced the EU. I refuse to say that word in 2014, but is rife with continuity snarls. How can canon avoid this issue? So this article, and I'm going to go over this more on Wednesday, after we're done with Book of Boba Fett. I'm going to come back to this article. It actually it's somebody who understands, who gives credit that the EU was not a mess, and the EU worked very hard to make sure everything was lined up correctly. And it goes on to talk about how Disney Star Wars is a mess with plot holes, with all the comics and these shows and Disney Clone Wars, everything. It's a mess. Because they contradict, they don't bother, because they don't care. So this person on this article clearly doesn't understand, is ignoring the fact that Disney Star Wars canon is a mess and claiming that it's interconnected like the EU never was. They don't say that, but that's one of their arguments. Oh, Disney Star Wars is interconnected and much more well lined up than the EU. The EU is a mess. No, this is a disaster. So failure. You don't understand. If you're saying that that's a success, someone else on your same website has said that the Disney continuity canon is a mess. So again, strike 2. I have a feeling we're going to go 10 strikes on this, Grump. It's going to be 10 strikes.
I'm thinking at least 8.
No,
that's
none of
still
these are
a
going to be
complete massive fail.
Yeah, they're no, sorry. So nostalgic callbacks.
Fail. I'm just going to go ahead and fail. You can roll on to the next one. That's just...
Yeah, I mean, when you have to use nostalgia to bolster things, member berries, you failed.
When your own character is not in his own show.
Okay, so there is only... Okay, thank God next week is the last episode. Oh, thank God. Then I had... You know what's coming after that? Obi-Wan. No.
I think that one's going to cause a complete breakdown, and I'll watch the breakdown because I ain't going to watch the show.
They're actually going to attack the original trilogy with that one. They are
Yep.
finally going to go after the original trilogy for one line that they've twisted to mean something else. Cad Bane. F. Cad Bane. Stupid character, worthless character. The Cad Bane reveal, also the CGI was just horrific. Somebody's already actually fixed it, but it just shows you they can't even do it right. All the money in the world, they can't do this shit right. Cad Bane revealed the end of chapter 6 as one of no one saw coming. None of us saw coming. We all knew Cad Bane was going to be in this. We all knew he was going to be in this eventually. With the build-up for the finale's battle stirring over the past few episodes, putting the infamous Clone Wars bounty hunter on one side solidifies the hype. Episode 7 will be must-see television. Why? Why? Because a character who appeared in 2 minor arcs of the Clone Wars is going to be here now. And he's not even behaving like he did in the show. Dave Filoni has his own character out of character, Grump. His own character that he made up is out of character from the Clone Wars. Yeah, it's been 20, 30 years. Doesn't matter. He obviously hasn't aged. Looks the same. So let's do. The episode sets up reveal perfectly by demonstrating his gunslinging prowess over Cobb Vanth early on, only have him taken out with ease by the far more deadly Bane in an epic Western-style showdown. Again, I said this. There should be no Western-style anything in Star Wars. This ain't Firefly. Pretty sure prequel nostalgia is an oxymoron. It depends. I don't have hate for the prequel in my heart like some people do. I don't have a hate for it. I have sadness because I'm in the camp that thought before it came out that the third movie, Revenge of the Sith, I thought it was going to be literally an entire movie of Vader kicking ass, which is what it should have been. So we get Cad Bane. Again, we've had 2 episodes now with no Boba Fett in them, essentially. How is it better that, again, people get, if by your definition, retard who's writing this, how is it more interesting that Cad Bane is getting more attention than Boba Fett? Strike. The Cantina, a setting filled with interesting figures, like always, is the Cantina that frequently appears in the theories. The Tatooine, or more specifically Mos Eisley environment, is one filled with plot points throughout the Star Wars franchise. The Cantina was a location in particular that had very memorable aspects, the Cantina band song in particular. The Book of Boba Fett, they're playing some new music and have a whole new cast of new service droids, waitresses, and helmet cleaners, providing the show with an interesting reoccurring set. Grump, you saw that first episode. You said you did.
I saw 8 episode. I don't know which one it was.
Oh.
I walked in on somebody watching it. It was the one where he was dumb enough to shoot a rocket into a shield.
That's the first episode. That was the first episode. How is this? All the Cantina was an excuse for more diversity and inclusion. And they rode that to the hilt.
Yeah, because I remember A New Hope. They were in the Cantina for what, a whopping how many minutes for the
2 scenes.
entire?
It was basically broken into 2 scenes. Pre-Han shooting Greedo, pre-Han shooting Greedo, and Han shooting Greedo. That's it. That's all the Cantina ever was. Dun, 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 dun. That's it. Obi-Wan cuts the arm off a guy. They meet Han. Han shoots Greedo. Done. And the Cantina was all aliens, basically. It wasn't, let's get more diversity in here. Let's get more diversity in here. Let's get more diversity in here. The Cantina, see, these are what fake Star Wars fans glomp onto. They take something that they think sounds like real Star Wars, and they pretend it's a thing, and they hype it up. Yeah, I mean, the Max Rebo band, and frankly, Max Rebo should have been dead. He was on Jabba's sail barge when it blew. How is Max Rebo alive? Just like how was Bib Fortuna alive? They were all on the sail barge when it blew. You didn't see anybody running around on the sand when they were at the end of it. They killed everybody. Clean sweep. Done. Nobody survived. So this is retarded. So again, strike. The Cantina is not an interesting setting. The only thing good about the Cantina was her tits. Only good thing about a Cantina was her tits. And she only looked like that for one time. Other times it was more covered up. So Cantina, fail. Fail. Because it's rife with, again, continuity errors. Max Rebo should be dead. Max Rebo should be dead. Visually stunning. Grump, how visually stunning is a desert planet?
I just. Oh, what? Oh, yeah, that's visually stunning. Yes, great.
Repeated shots of Jabba's palace, shots of the desert, Tuscan indigenous lifestyles. Oh, that's stunning. Oh, we went to a nowhere. We went to a ring world, which shouldn't exist in Star Wars. That kind of technology has never been present in any Star Wars I've ever encountered. Somebody correct me. Ring worlds don't exist in Star Wars. And then some random jungle planet. Yes, I'm visually stunned. Visually stunned. Fail. Watching Go-Go Boba Rangers chase somebody down the street is not visually stunning. Fun to see the inspiration for each episode in the credit roll. The concept art looks better than anything in the show. Do you ever look at the concept art on the credits? The concept art actually looks better than anything that's in the show. I'll give the concept artist that. Whoever drew those did a better job than the actual production value of the show. So again, strike. Oh.
Big strike.
F The Mandalorian. Middling show. Not entertaining. Doesn't understand the rules of Star Wars. Turns what should have been a Boba Fett badass character into nothing but a babysitter for the dumb little bitch in green.
That's... Yeah.
Yeah. So
just remember, Boba Fett's basically he was created just to make... Well, The Mandalorian was pretty much designed as the new Star Wars, and they got to make Boba Fett look like crap and move him down the line. Just kind of like Star Wars.
This is their version, their beta Boba Fett, because as SJWs do, we can always do it better because we know better. Uncreative bitches.
Yeah, see, that's what I was waiting for this one for that point, because I knew this had to be in there. The fact that you're having to bring in all these characters for your show proves failure.
You're right. You're absolutely right. This is failure. Tying in to somebody on your own website is admitting that the canon is a mess. The Disney Star Wars canon is a mess. Claiming tie-ins work. No, it doesn't. It does not. That entire episode from last week was a mess. It's more Dave Filoni breaking Star Wars lore. And all roads lead to Jake Soywalker. There, I did it, Legatas. I did it. I said Soywalker. All roads lead to Jake Soywalker. All Disney Star Wars roads lead to Jake Soywalker. And that episode last week confirmed it. It confirmed it. Flashbacks to Camino. You had the same flashback for 3 episodes in a row. How is that interesting? How does that add to anything? For lovers of the Battlefront series are playing Battlefront. They're not watching this dumpster fire of a show. Watching Jango Fett's ship take off from rainy platforms, likely symbolizing his heading off to the inevitable downfall, adds a layer. His inevitable downfall. Did you even watch the movie? Watching him leave, Boba Fett was on what the hell was that planet in Attack of the Clones? Shit, what the hell's that planet's name? He was there when Jango got killed. He didn't watch him lead the lead off to his inevitable fate. This person proves they don't even know Star Wars basic lore from the movies. Watching him head off, like symbolizing he's heading off to his inevitable downfall. It's you retard. A layer of sympathy to Boba Fett. If you actually watched the Clone Wars when young Boba Fett tries to get his revenge on Mace Windu, there's no sympathy for Boba Fett. He was a bad boy, and he turned into a bad man. He's not an anti-hero. He's not a hero. He's just a bad dude. Number 1, Tamora Morrison. Let's read this. Geonosis. Thank you so much, Joxer. Geonosis. I'm blanked on that one. Okay, so Tamora Morrison is the number 1 reason why Book of Boba Fett's actually good. Let's read this. The sheer amount of acting jobs Tamora has done for the Star Wars franchise alone solidifies him as a distinguished screen presence. From the prequel trilogy to video games to him returning as Boba Fett in The Mandalorian and now his own series, the New Zealand actor deserves all the praise, from Star Wars fans. That's what it's... Oh, this isn't number 1. This is number 2. He's not even number 1 on his own list.
I was actually going to say, if that's number 1, then that's about the only one that's close to honest, because he's the one that's actually tried to make it more of a Boba Fett series, but keeps getting kicked down.
He returns as Boba Fett and does exactly what you'd hope from the veteran actor. He's intelligent but also stern, truly bringing the soldier-like nature of the Fetts to life. Tamora has delivered some of the best quotes in the Book of Boba Fett so far. He's delivered some of the best memes in the Book of Boba Fett so far. That's the actual wording there. That's the actual wording. Because he's done nothing but get his ass kicked for, we'll say, 4 episodes, because he wasn't in episode 5 and he wasn't in episode 6. So for 5 episodes out of possible 6 that he may be in, because he's going to be in number 7, 4 episodes, sorry, he hasn't done anything, and he's had some of the worst lines ever that have been memed to hell. Number 1, built up suspense. Are you kidding me? As described earlier, the build-up to the season finale has been accumulating suspenseful manner. How suspenseful is it if I didn't even realize next week was the season finale? How suspenseful can it be if I have no idea it's been building to it? Especially when your final scene is, Grogu, choose your chainmail shirt or choose Yoda's lightsaber, which shouldn't even fucking be there anyway, you stupid idiots. God. Jaden Hamilton, that's utter lies. That's the rumor mill gang. That's what I like to call the rumor mill gang, who have built up their channels as of lately purely running on rumors that Kathleen Kennedy's going to be fired until her contract got extended another 3 years. Oh, there was a civil war. Jon Favreau is really in charge with Dave Filoni until Kathleen Kennedy's an executive producer on every goddamn thing out there. Oh, they're going to erase the sequel trilogy using the world of in-between, yet they've done everything possible to solidify the events of the sequel trilogy. So that is complete and utter lies built up by the rumor mills and some of these Star Wars channels, these YouTube channels that's all they have. So they will cling to this stuff and they will talk about anything to keep interest. See, that's why I talk about real Star Wars. That's why next week you're going to get my video on Dark Empire, an actual Star Wars story. Love it or hate it, it is the actual part of the real Star Wars story. I talk about real Star Wars, which is timeless, which is evergreen, which you can come back to it and enjoy it because it gives you the Star Wars experience, not this bullshit. Yeah, how can there be suspense if a lot of us have been... I'm not the only one that's asked this. I've seen several videos go, is 7 it? Are there 8 or 7 episodes? We can't tell. How's the suspense? How is there a suspense built up in this last episode watching a little green bastard try to use the Force and try to murder frogs, and watching a fake soy walker train a fake Jedi, watch Ahsoka pretend to be wise, watch Mando sleeping on a bench and punning, "Oh, I love you, Grogu. Why can't we be a Mando family?" Why? How is any of that building to suspense? Oh, because Cad Bane walks out of a desert and shoots Timothy Oliphant in the face? Okay, shot him in the shoulder. You know what? You get what I'm saying. How is any of this suspenseful building? None. Because, first of all, our hero is pathetic. Our villains have been only vaguely defined in this. The Pike Syndicate. Oh no, the Pike Syndicate. It's the same as if they brought in the Crimson Empire. Because Kira's a real thing. No, she isn't. Never existed. Han Solo F's one lady and one Lodi, and that's Leia. Don't F anybody else. Fans will be tuning in on February 9th. No, not really. There are other ways to tune in. So every 10 strikes. Nothing about this. This is fake narrative, fake agenda, trying to make people think that this is working. Every single one of these things is a detriment to that show. The show should have been one thing and one thing only if you wanted it to be good. Boba Fett being a bounty hunter every week, kicking ass. This should not have been serialized. This should have been an episodic show. Each episode, its own little self-contained story of Boba Fett doing something badass. That simple. But you do that, you can't get more diversity and more inclusion and more representation in there, and you can't butcher George Lucas's Star Wars. Can't do it. Thanks for watching, everyone. I don't do Facebook. I will never do Twitter. If you want to reach out to me, email me at therennerd@gmail.com. I'm on Getter now, at therennerd, the Geeks and Gamers forums under @ROAS, and you can also follow me on Odyssey at the Renaissance Nerd. Thanks again for watching. Take it easy.